Well, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming to Chicago. I hope everyone's eating well and having a good time. I think the Flames are ready to have a pretty special season. Especially with this young man to my left. The two others, fifth-year seniors, Jordan Harks and Kelsey Barlow, going to really lean on those guys to be good leaders, put us in positions to be successful every night, lead in practice, and really be good mentors and good voices aside from the coaches to help put us in a place where we can be successful on the court and off the court. So we're putting a lot of responsibility in these guys' hands, but we're excited. I think we got a group of young guys that are eager to learn. They love to work, which is huge for coaches. And I think the basketball IQs and skill has really improved since my first year at UIC. And so with that, I think sky's the limit, especially if we continue to keep our defensive identity and grow as a group and really put a lot more emphasis on our development and playing together and having great chemistry. So, again, as a coach, I'm really excited, and I think sky's the limit with this group.
Questions, please? Paul?
Is the roster where you need it to be now? After 4 years now of recruiting and filling it, is it comfortable where you are?
Yeah, I think so. I think, we talked about it from day one, Paul, that you've got to be patient with the development of a program. And I think we've taken, proper steps, maybe not perfect, but I think we've tried to do the right things as far as bringing in quality kids, young men that have good character. That, like I mentioned, work ethic is important, but understand the responsibility of being a student athlete, on and off the court. I think our guys really accept that responsibility. And being a principle-based program, I think they really buy into the principles that we teach on a daily basis, both as men and as basketball players. And with that in mind, I think our guys really embrace what our program is about. Our recruiting is to under-promise and over-deliver. And I think our guys that have finished up their eligibility with us and have received degrees, I think for the most part those guys have felt satisfied and not cheated for the opportunities and the experience they've had at UIC under our watch.
A bit of a breakthrough last season for you guys with 18 wins. How do you build on that this year, especially with so many new guys on the roster?
Well, I think guys like Hayden, Mark Brown, even Kelsey to a certain extent, because he was at every practice, has to keep the bar high as far as the standards that the coaching staff and everyone in our program are held to now. And having a little bit of success should breed the desire to have even more success and to make that the standard, that we are playing in deep March, that we're always in a chase for a conference championship, that we have a quality non-conference season that'll get us prepared for a strong conference run. And so, having some success last year just breeds a little bit of anticipation and expectation for more success. And so now we've got some examples to kind of play off of and to mention, and also some setbacks. And as a coach, you'd rather have some positive experiences to draw from and not always negative experiences when you're trying to make examples and get your guys in position to be champions.
Hayden, it's your final college basketball season. Just talk about how you're approaching knowing that you've got one last opening couple weeks of practice, one last opening season game, things like that.
There's a little more urgency as a player. Just going into your last year, you know that nothing's guaranteed after that. But we're just looking forward to getting better every day in practice and working towards each game that's in front of us is the goal.
What's it been like having Kelsey, now that he's going to be on the court?
Yeah, it's been huge. He's a very talented player, very athletic. And he's a really smart player, competitive. He's just going to make a really big impact that, some people may not know too much about him right now, but when they see him play play in the Horizon League, they'll definitely know.
What's the response been like around Chicago to the program in the last couple of years, especially in recruiting and the fan base, and how you can build on games like the Illinois game at the United Center and the success that you've had recently?
I think it's been very positive. I think when we have recruits come on campus, it's been a very positive response to the request, and obviously when they come on campus, they kind of see the things that we've done, the enhancement that the university has made on the campus. Even Chicagoans are shocked about how beautiful our campus is, because I think we have this stigma and this perception that it being an urban school, that it's a little rough around the edges, and I think they're pleasantly surprised when we take the campus tours and show them not only facilities but the dorms and all of the amenities that are surrounding our campus. And I've said it from day one, I wouldn't have left Madison and being in a secure place with Coach Ryan to just go somewhere where I didn't think we could be successful. And being a Chicagoan and knowing UIC, where it was and where it is now, the sky's the limit on where this program can be. And so with that being said, I just think that, as we continue to grow and develop as a program, and obviously winning is important, and it's important to me, but it's not everything. I mean, we want to make sure that our guys are getting degrees. We want to make sure that our guys are developing and getting better as people as they progress through our program. And so, when all of those things come together, that's what makes for a special university and a special basketball program. So, we just feel that we have a lot to offer. And the success, the small success, I want to keep, stressing that we've had a little success lately. There's nowhere near what I envision us being. And obviously, I wouldn't be earning my paycheck if I didn't say that we need to be striving to be in the NCAA tournament, and if not every year, every other year, trying to find that key ingredient to reach that tremendous goal. And so these guys are bought in. I don't have to worry about that. I just have to do my job and direct them and put them in positions where they'll have a chance. And nothing's guaranteed, nothing's promised to you. But if you don't have the work ethic, if you don't have the plan, if you don't have the structure to put yourself in a position, then you're just wasting time. And we have no time to waste.
Hayden, how important would be getting to the NCAA tournament for you?
I mean, it'd be huge. That's the goal every year. That's what we want to do, is make it to the tournament. So that would mean a lot.
Coach, sure, I don't even ask this, but Loyola's out of the league now. Does that change anything for you, knowing that now that you're a Chicago team, all of your road conference games are pretty close to driving distance, where they're now in a league where they got to go a far way? I mean, does that help recruiting at all or anything?
It doesn't affect us one bit. We'll continue to play a series with them because I think it's important for the just a city rivalry opportunity. It's a great series. I've been on both sides of it, but I think it's important for Chicago to have that type of college basketball rivalry. And so I think Porter feels the same way, and I think it's great to have that. But as far as the Horizon is concerned, we feel very confident and very proud that we are the Chicago representative. And like I mentioned before, having this here is great. We feel a bit of responsibility to do our best to give a good showing, but also with that responsibility is that we want to enhance the profile of our league, and we want to enhance the profile of UIC within this market to make it all come together and show growth. And so we're excited about the opportunity to be the only Chicago team in the Horizon League. I think it's great.
Yeah. Coach, what do you think about a potential Chicago tournament similar to what Philadelphia has?
Yeah. Well, I think it's fine. I think now the opportunity is even better now that Loyola is out of our league. It's been talked about so many years, way before me, and I'm sure much after me. It's always about everyone coming together, schedules, facilities, where you're going to do it, who's involved. Do you bring in, Champaign? Do you bring in Northern Illinois, who isn't too far, or do you just stay with the local five? It's a lot of factors that have to come into play. Who are the matchups? Will people be happy with the matchups? You know, there's just so many factors. It sounds great. It probably looks even better on paper. But when it comes down to coming to an agreement, I think that's where you're going to really hit some stumbling blocks. But I think it'd be great for college basketball in the city. And anything I could do to make it happen, I'd love to do it.
You know, the coach has been talking about scheduling. You've got Illinois at the United Center. Is that kind of what you've got to do, is to take a big BCS school and go to a venue like the United Center?
Well, that's kind of a it's nothing that we designed. It's something that we inherited. Years ago, there was an agreement made where the two schools would play each other every 3 years. And so it originally was on each other's campuses. And I think there was a decision in USC's favor that changed that when I think USC went down to Champaign with Coach Hambrick. I'm sorry, Coach. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I apologize. But the coach before, Coach Collins, he went down to Champaign and won. So, you know, I think that made it a little difficult for that series to continue to go on the campuses. So they made it a neutral site game, which is great for me. I think it's tremendous. You know, I think it's a win-win no matter what for us to have that opportunity to play in an NBA arena and have our fan base come and support us. And with the sisterhood between the two campuses, it's obviously great for the system. And we always want to play a great schedule. And over the years, we've been able to develop a philosophy and kind of a way of doing our scheduling where it's going to always be competitive and we're going to play good competition. You know, last year we were fortunate enough to go to St. Thomas, which I thought was the springboard to us having a great start to our season, and allow these guys to come together and build some camaraderie and build some good chemistry. So, you know, anytime you can put together a schedule that allows your guys to bond and be challenged at the same time, I think it's tremendous.
Hayden, what was it like playing in Europe this summer, and how did it help your game progress?
It was a great experience, first off, just to go to another country. Just playing against a different competition over the summertime, I think, helps your game out a lot because we're used to playing each other in open gym every day and practicing every day. So just to play an organized game against different competition really helped out.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.